So when it comes to rest times, a longer rest time is extremely, extremely useful for arm growth. And a lot of people commonly just like to pump and superset and go back and forth and just get a bunch of blood in the muscle. I've done these workouts, not nearly as effective. So at the beginning of your session, where you're primarily focused on progressive overload, using an extended rest time I've seen to be extremely useful in encouraging or enhancing my ability to move more weight for more reps over time. So I'll hit triceps, and then I'm going to recommend you rest at least 3 minutes up to 5 minutes. All right, if you're just starting out, or if you get bored easily and you don't want to rest 5 minutes, just do 3 minutes. You go triceps, 3 minutes, biceps, 3 minutes, back to triceps. And the reason that the superset structure paired with these types of rest times is most effective for progressive overload, which is probably going to be the primary mechanism that's going to lead to growth in your arms over time, is that when you do your triceps and you rest 3 minutes, and then do your biceps and you rest 3 minutes, that's 2 rest periods of 3 minutes plus the time it took to do your biceps exercise. Let's say that's roughly a minute, 30 seconds. You've got 7 minutes of total recovery for the tricep muscle individually. And the same thing is happening for the biceps. This allows the muscle to come close to full recovery in between each set. Why is this important? You want to try and push that muscle at its maximum capacity as many times, or as effectively as many times as you can. Conversely, if you did the opposite, where you do triceps, you rest 30 seconds, you do biceps, you rest 30 seconds, you come back to triceps, round 2, you're going to have to drop the weight or the reps. Round 3, even more. Round 4, even more. Round 5, it's going to compound to the point where you're not really moving your maximum amount of weight for reps for a number of sessions or for a number of rounds. Where when you use the extended rest time, that first set, you're going to push to the maximum. You're doing the overhead tricep extensions, and you load up whatever weight you got and you push for the maximum amount. You're thinking about the number of reps you got in the last session. You're trying to get one more than that. Maybe you get it, maybe you don't. Maybe you get one less. Every session is going to kind of vary some, but over time, if you focus on this, you should be trending upwards. Then you're going to rest your 5 minutes. You're going to do the same thing for biceps. Look in your log or your phone or whatever. What amount of weight did I use for this movement? Standing preacher curls. How many reps did I get? I got 10 with 70 pounds. Okay, I'm going for 11 this time. Attack it. And then I rest an extended amount of time to let my body recover fully so that I can go and do the same thing again without having that fatigue from the previous set spill over into the next set, and allows you to do more work closer to your maximum capacity. And personally, I've found this to be way more conducive, or a better structure to encourage progressive overload, rather than just supersetting quickly and getting a huge pump and feeling like it's really intense and you have this crazy burn. It doesn't encourage progressive overload as much, okay? So now, that being said, I think that's the best way to start your workout. And I think you should do a handful of rounds like that, 2, 3, 4, something like that. And if you go, oh, that's too long, I'm resting too long. Well, if you just do 2 or 3 sets, and it's a 3 minutes, about an 8-minute round with the exercises, that's going to be 25 minutes or so. It's not actually going to take that long. Then in the second part of your workout, I think a shorter rest time can be effective for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's going to allow you to do more volume. So if you're doing that 3 to 5 minute rest window and you want to do 10 rounds of this, you're going to be in the gym for a long rest time. Trust me. Shortening that rest time up to 30 seconds to 2 minutes, anywhere in that window, where you repeat that superset round, but you drop the rest times down some. You're going to get more of a pump as well. The amount of blood that's going to get in the muscle is much higher. Is that actually important for muscle growth? I don't know. Maybe it feels sick in the moment. Maybe there's some metabolic stress or some scientific term they use that is also part of stimulating muscle growth. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. But I think there is value in being able to do a little bit more volume. I've experimented with really, really low volume, where you just do this progressive overload focused longer rest time sets. And I didn't see it. I saw my strength increase, but I didn't really see the accompanying muscle growth increase that I do when I start to add a little bit more volume. That's based on my personal experience. So I think the volume recommendation should be 5 to 15 sets, somewhere in there. I think overall the most important aspect is to use a longer rest time for the beginning of your workout, where you're focused on pushing more weight for more reps. You can maybe use a little bit of a faster explosive tempo. You're trying to chuck some weight around with reasonable form and using control still. And then towards the end of the workout, you can do this more typical shortened rest time, where you're, getting more volume in, you're getting more blood into the muscle, you're getting this big, nasty, juicy pump. I think combining those two things I've seen to be the most effective. That's how I think you should best structure your workouts. And my most recent arm program, Armzilla, is focused kind of on this general structure. You don't need to buy the program. You can just listen to the videos. I'm pretty much giving away the same information for free. But if you want the actual structured program of exactly what I'm doing, written in a PDF, condensed into 6 video lessons where I, specifically talk about all the details of how to do this program, you can check that bad boy out. It's specifically for more advanced lifters. So if you are newer to training, then you should focus on one of my other programs. You can check out my Only Arms account where I've got all 3 levels: the beginner program, the flex sleeves arm program, the intermediate, the how to build muscle arm, how to build massive arms, and then the advanced program, Armzilla. All of those can be accessed on my Only Arms account, where I also do Q&As. I go live and we do Q&A chat. You can ask me questions. You can message me directly. I post arm content, tons of bicep selfies, things like that. You can go check that out if you're interested. Have a great day. Go make some arm gains. Peace.